Today is Monday, and you're listening to the Knightcast. Today is Monday, December 23rd. I'm your host, Hesser, and with me, 90% of the time, the Dark Legend.
What's going on?
What's happening, brah?
Not much, man. Just got done, turned on my computer. I've been computerless for, basically a week. Right after our last podcast, I gutted my old one and fared it goodbye and had a little ceremony for it and waited for the parts to come in.
Did you burn it? Did you give it the Vikings funeral?
Basically, yeah. I mean, it's completely gutted of all the parts that I wanted out of it. CD player, hard drive. The rest of it's pretty much well intact underneath my desk right now. So it's just staring up at my new computer going, "You motherfucker.
Why?
Why did you despise me?"
What did you have besides building a computer, which I'll give you free reign here in a minute to let everybody know about that. But besides that, do you have anything else super dupe happen this week?
Super dupe. Well, Christmas is in 2 days. 2 days, right? Yeah, 2 days. Tomorrow's Christmas Eve. So, other than Christmas shopping, no, not really. And let me tell you, those lines at Christmas shopping suck. They suck. Really bad.
I did absolutely zero Christmas shopping.
Nice.
I pawned it all off on the wife, which was fantastic.
You made her get her own present too?
Well, yes.
Nice.
Which that's fine. But, that's the easiest for me anyway. And like I said before, the kids are getting some cool shit that I want to play with, so I'm looking forward to that here on Wednesday morning. But I haven't done. We had a Christmas party at work, and I don't know if your work gives you at least a Christmas party, that's cool.
Mine gave me a nice Christmas party.
Should your job give you a Christmas gift?
That's nice too. Mine did.
Mine did not.
Oh, fail.
Yeah, and this year we sold more tractors than we've ever sold in company history. We made more this year than we've ever made, and we received nothing for Christmas. So
there's gonna be some tractors that are gonna be like shit.
Yeah, well, we kind of walked out of there with mixed emotions today. Everybody,
I would be pissed.
Everybody,
just gonna say.
Everybody was like, that figures, I guess. They didn't have to give us anything, and boy, they sure didn't. I mean, we had a cookout on Friday. They fed us lunch, but they bought hamburgers and hot dogs that we had to. One guy from the plant had to go out and cook. So,
oh, that sucks, man.
Yeah, so that was kind of a bummer. And I mean, this is the first year they've done that. Every other year they've given us at least a gift card for somewhere, and some kind of at least a small gift. But
yeah, we've always gotten. We used to get, what the hell is it? We used to get like a bonus,
right?
And then they got rid of that. And then we used to always, we've always had a Christmas party with, like, they'd buy gifts and we do, like, a gift exchange game,
One of
like
those filthy Santa games, shitty Santa or whatever it's called.
Yeah, where you, like, unwrap a present, if somebody wants it, they can steal it from you and shit, and then you have to go open it up.
I want that cheese grater.
Yeah, shit like that. And, so, we've always done that, but they used to give us bonuses. Well, for the past 4 years, they haven't given us bonuses. So, which is kind of shitty because it's like right when the economy hit, like we understand like the economy hit, our business is slower, but throughout a whole year you couldn't even save up like $30, $40 to give us.
Yeah, the employees at my place were talking about, at $500 that still counts as a donation. They could write off on their taxes.
Yeah,
but nothing.
How many people work at your guys' place?
Less than 30 total.
Okay.
That's including front office and like employees actually out in the plant. It's less than 30.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. That was a bummer.
Yeah, that sucks, man.
But did you play? Okay, you played the same game you've been playing the last couple of weeks, which was preparing for computer and then building computer.
Yes.
Now that you've built computer, how is it? How goes it?
The computer is amazing. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It is by far more than I could have ever imagined. The beauty of it, both of our phones are just going off crazy.
Yeah, let me mute that. Sorry about that.
Yeah, let me hold on one second. We'll start this over here in a minute.
Fuck it, I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, all right, fuck it, whatever.
It's real life.
So, fucking gay. All right, and mute. All right, we're back, and so my computer is awesome, like I was saying. Newegg, however, fuck Cheryl, and she sent out all my shit. I paid for a little, not normal shipping. I paid for a little bit faster than normal shipping.
Right.
And, well, let's just say it showed I should have never paid for it.
Bitch can't read?
Bitch can't read. So my case came in first, and let me just tell you this right off the bat. Like, my case, I thought I measured my old case, and I thought I matched it up with what my new case was measured at. No. So this company called OnTrack, which is a delivery company, shows up at my shop because I had everything delivered to work, so I didn't miss it.
Right.
And he walks in with this ginormous, I mean huge box, probably 2 feet wide by 3 feet high. And I was like, oh, fuck. First off, that better not be the size of my damn computer. And because there was 3 sizes. I got the 3 sizes the same as that computer. I really like this case. There came in 3 sizes. And it was micro ATX size for motherboard, micro/ATX, or just ATX. So 3 sizes. I got the micro/ATX, which is the middle size, and it's a huge motherfucker.
Is that the Venti? Is that the middle or the Grande?
It's
tall. Which one
it's the Grande size.
Okay.
And so I was like, oh shit. Well, I'm glad I didn't get the Venti size because that's what I was planning on getting. But I decided against it at the last minute because it was like an extra $30, $40, something like that. By the way, I'll have my videos that I took while I did this. Sorry to say, they look like crap. It was me by myself in my office. I have really terrible lighting in my office. It's dark because I'm the Dark Legend. And it's kind of...
Your hands are shaking with excitement.
Yeah, well, and since this isn't my first computer, I knew where parts go. So I got really excited and was like talking really fast and like assembling it really fast. So I tried to slow myself down, tried to get the best angle that I could, but it might not have worked. If you guys have questions when you see my video, feel free to Facebook message us, email us, post comments underneath my video or underneath the post that'll be on our website within the next week and a half. And I'll answer you guys' questions. I feel really bad about that. But getting back to it. So I got my case and I got my RAM no, not my video card. I got my case.
Check.
I got my case, my motherboard, and my RAM all on the same day. And I was like, well, I sure hope my motherboard and everything's oversized because this case is going to look empty if not. And I get my motherboard and I'm like, oh God, it's not oversized. And I was like, oh, this sucks. This case is going to be like huge. There's going to be like open areas with nothing in it. And needless to say, Newegg, fucking Cheryl, sent my case, my motherboard, and my RAM all in separate packages from California.
All right.
She sent my CPU, power supply, and video card all from different locations on the East Coast, which is your territory.
Yeah.
On different freaking packages.
From the swamp.
Yeah, from the swamplands. I saw those swamp people and you guys alligator hunters down there.
Mm-hmm.
And so everything just kind of trickled in, which really sucked. But see, my case was kind of sketchy on what fans came with it, how loud the fans were, what type of fans they were, what sizes they needed. So I didn't purchase any of that until I got my case. So needless to say, let's get back on track. I got my case, got my motherboard, and got my RAM all on the same day because it came from California. And so I got home that night and I videoed myself. I didn't open the box on video. I already had it out of the box. I installed the motherboard and I installed the RAM. And that was pretty plain and simple. It's pretty standard. Although this case, I had to put in motherboard mounting brackets, which I've never had to do before, which is kind of strange. I'm assuming it's because my case had two motherboard sizes it could accommodate, so you had to choose which motherboard size you wanted.
Right.
Which took me about like 2-3 minutes to figure out what the codes inside the case meant to where my motherboard was supposed to be. But I got that all squared away and it worked. And then about that was probably Tuesday or Wednesday of last week. Then on the next day, which either would have been Wednesday or Thursday, my CPU arrived, which I read a lot of people had issues mounting it onto their motherboard because it's really tight, really compressed, and it's actually a fairly big CPU fan for being a stock CPU fan. And I will give that to them. That was scary. My motherboard was bending and tweaking, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna break it. I'm gonna break it." But we got it locked down, and it didn't break, which was awesome because it scared the crap out of me doing it.
So these fans usually go in home air conditioning units, but this is what you need for your computer.
Exactly. Yeah. Basically, and that's I got a power supply unit that belongs in the AC unit also, and I'll get to that in a minute. And so the nice thing about my case is it got these nice like little cutouts that have like plastic, bendable, like rubber black pieces that make it look like it's solid in certain areas, but you can push wires through it to the back, so you can have like a really nice, clean inside of your computer.
Hide all those wires back there.
Hide all those wires back there. So I've been doing that all week. So then my CPU comes in, I do that. My video card comes in, I install that, which I thought it was just like a single slot video card, but it was a dual slot. So it took up an extra space in my case that I didn't plan on giving up, but that's all right because I got some more add-on spaces down below. I mean, it's not a big deal. But then moving on from there, my power supply came. Now let me just tell you that my computer probably only needed a 700 to 800 watt power supply. But since I built the rest of my computer above and beyond, I got above and beyond power supply as well.
Okay.
1,000 watt power supply.
Holy
to be
shit.
exact. When I got it, the box was probably like a quarter of the size of my freaking case box, and I was like, oh, I fucked up.
2 packing peanuts.
Yeah. No packing peanuts.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, not really. But so I got home that night, flipped my case over. It was I guess I didn't really flip it over. It was already over on its side, waiting for me to install it. It literally, there is a thin piece of metal separating it from my motherboard that's about maybe as thin or as thick as your credit card. It barely fits in my case, and it extends. Yeah, it's probably a good 9 inches by 9 inches. Yeah, somewhere right around between 6 and 9 inches wide and long and tall. So it's a huge, and I thought I have this huge, massive. Everybody likes to call it the executive desk in my office because it's probably about 600 to 700 pounds worth of desk. It's huge. And so I already had all my wires ran because for some stupid reason, the wall plug's directly in the middle of my desk.
Okay.
Behind it. And there's no way to get to it. So I already had my power plug plugged in back there for my old computer, and I go, oh, I'm just going to use that. No. The new power supply wire is probably double or triple the size and thickness as my other one.
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah, like I've never seen something this beefy ever. It's a Cool Master. And I'll post up all the parts and links to the parts and everything like that on the website when I make it. This computer is insane. It's an 8-core running at 4.0 or 4.2 gigahertz. It's an overclocked edition, so I can overclock it easily just from my BIOS. I go in the BIOS. It tells me to overclock it. I'm running 16 gigs worth of RAM at 188 or 166. I've got the EVGA super overclocked something edition. I can't remember, GT 660 or
660 super dupe.
Yeah, the FX 660 super dupe edition. My computer all ran, but I didn't put my wires away or anything because I was waiting on my case to get here to purchase new fans. So I went ahead. Oh, okay, sorry about that. My computer started to get kind of warm, so it was telling me that
you need to do something. It's hot. I'm hot.
That's what it said. So, anyways, now it's cooling down.
Now it's bitchy.
Now it's bitchy. Too. It's a bitchy computer too. So the only part that I need to replace would probably be my CD drive, and the only reason I need to replace it is because it doesn't look as pretty as I'd like it to look. Moving on from that, the fan, I went down and bought a silent fan, because they're all silent fans inside the case. I mean, literally, you can barely hear a light humming sound when you're sitting in here. My wife came in here and goes, "Is your computer on?" I said, "Well, the monitors are working, aren't they?" She got kind of pissed at me, like, "Wow." And I was like, "Well, you know what? If you look at the monitor and the monitor's on, and I'm moving the mouse around, I think my computer's on." And so she didn't even know my computer was on, needless to say. Yeah. Schooled!
Get out of here.
Owned! Shut the door behind you. I got a touchscreen NZXT brand touchscreen 5-fan controller, which, let me tell you, this thing, it's sweet. It's I can do either automatic, which takes the core temperatures from 5 sensors, and I think I can even attach up to 8 sensors, because it came with some extra sensors I believe are supposed to be placed near the CPU and stuff like that.
That's the heart. It's your heart monitor, and
yeah, it's like my heart, my north bridge, and my south bridge monitors, but I didn't hook those up yet because we had to do the podcast, and so I just kind of tossed it back together.
We don't have time for you to hook up all that life support. We got a show to do.
We got a show to do. But the sensors that I did hook up, I hooked up sensor 1, which is supposed to be for fan 1. But fan 1 and 2 are my 2 front facing, so I put them in the middle of both of them. I put fan 2's heat sensor underneath it, right in between my 2 hard drives, and fan 3 sensor is my back port fan. 4 and 5 would be center top when I get the 2 more fans for the top, if I get them. I don't even think I'm going to need to. My computer is staying consistent at 72 in the front, 69 between the hard drives, and 76 in the back. So I don't really see the need to purchase any more fans, but we'll see. But anyways, 4 and 5, they aren't located anywhere yet. When I do locate them, they'll be either at the top or the bottom of the case.
Your computer sounds very sweaty. It needs so many fans.
Yes, it is. It's a beast of a computer. Let me tell you that I went from having a quad core with 2.6 gigahertz to having this 8-core with 4.2, and I haven't seen anything move so fast in my life. I mean, nice. It's insane. Beautiful. I started, like I spoke of earlier, I think I mentioned on the last podcast, I bought Skyrim Legendary Edition for the PC when I knew I was building this new one.
Right.
And let me just tell you, Skyrim without the high detailed mod looked a lot nicer. Well, not a lot nicer. I take that back. It looked nicer than the PlayStation 3 version. But I installed that high definition realistic mod off of Steam for Skyrim, and holy shit, it looks beautiful. I'll probably never turn on my PS3 Skyrim ever again, unless for some reason my computer is being used by my wife or somebody else, and I want to play Skyrim.
Hmm.
But on the PC, it is so crisp. You can see like the hairs on people's arms. It's beautiful. Like it makes you want to cry. How beautiful it is. So
You can see their arm hair blowing in the breeze.
yeah, well you can see their hair blowing in the breeze.
All right.
Yeah, so it is and just like creating my character, like I didn't realize how shiny Argonian skin is. I'm just gonna say they have shiny skin.
That's the
Like
lizard people.
yeah, the lizard people like they literally have shiny, like moist looking skin like a lizard. Like
Gross.
yeah, it's cool. That was my big excitement for this week.
Nice. Now all this computer talk's making me horny, so we got to talk about something else.
Okay,
Did
fat chicks and
Ugh. Did you?
yeah, your grandma in her underwear. And,
Oh.
yeah, see,
Did
I'm
you?
helping you out here.
Did you? Besides just testing out some games, testing the rig out, did you play anything this week?
I literally just got this started for the first time last night, and then had to disassemble to put in my fan control because it just came in today. So no.
Yeah, I talked to you earlier, and you were like, "We're still going to record tonight." Yeah. Why? Because I got to put my computer back together. My fans came in. I said, "If you get
Yeah,
that shit together before I get home."
yeah. Right after work, you called me, and yeah, I'm gonna try. I don't really know how to do this yet, so UPS just showed up.
Right on. Oh here's some life news I'll share real fast. You may have seen it on Facebook. I'm not sure, but my stepdad sent a picture to me Thursday morning. I was on my way to work, and my stepdad's a truck driver, and I get the picture, I open it, and it's a picture of an engine on fire.
You talking about Screaming Bull?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh man.
And I sent him a message back, and I says, "That's your truck?" And he said, "Yep." And my first reaction was, "Why are you making pictures of it burning? There's a fire extinguisher in your truck. Why aren't you putting it out?" I talked to him a little later on that afternoon, and he had just, he was sitting outside a warehouse waiting to unload. And had got back in the sleeper part of the truck. He was back there, so he was laying stretched out reading a magazine. And some people came up and just started beating on the side of his truck, and he was like, "Whoa, what's going on?" And he could hear screaming, "Your truck's on fire! Your truck's on fire!" So he pulls the curtain back and he looks, and he can see smoke coming out from under the hood.
Oh.
And he was like, "Oh shit!" So he said he put on his shoes real fast and left it running and everything, and got out. And on an 18-wheeler, the whole hood and front of the truck, you have to like grab a handle and stand it straight up.
Yeah.
Well, he stood it up, and the side of the engine was on fire, and he got his fire extinguisher out, tried to spray it out, and as soon as it would go out, it would light right back up. And he's like, "Well, this ain't good." So they brought one out from wherever he was waiting to unload at, tried it again, a bigger fire extinguisher, still wouldn't go out. So he had to stand there while his truck was burning and wait on the fire department to show up to put the truck out.
Oh man.
Last I talked to him, he wasn't sure what started it. He said, but luckily he was just reading a magazine. If he would have left it running, he left it running so the heat, so he could have heat.
Yeah.
But if he would have left it running and like went to sleep, he said it could have been bad. So
Wow.
So that was pretty terrifying, but he's okay. They ended up hauling the truck back, and it's in the shop now, getting a new engine put in it. So
was it his personal truck, or does he just drive a truck?
Right, he's a driver for a company.
Oh, okay. So at least he doesn't have to pay for it out of pocket.
Right. I told him, I said, "Yeah, he's gonna be late for dinner tonight." And she said, "Yeah, it'll be cold by the time he gets here." But he was in Orlando, Florida, and by the time he got back to his house, he was still home that night. So somebody drove from our area down to pick him up and had him back within like 12 hours. So
wow,
it wasn't too bad. They were making pretty good time.
Yeah, no joke.
But I played a video game. I played a video game this week.
Nice.
I spent some time online on Steam on the computer and played Dota 2 this week.
Nice.
I like Dota.
I have not played it yet.
You need to.
I know I have it. I haven't installed it yet because I just got my computer game. The only game I have installed is Skyrim. But
I would like more people from our community, from our website and podcast listeners, to join Steam. Dota isn't a huge game, so you don't have to have a supercomputer to run it. But I would like more of our community to get involved and play this game. That way, when I finally decide to stop playing against bots and play other real people, that everybody on my team can suck equally.
nice.
And I won't feel like I'm dragging everybody down.
That'd be sweet.
This is a game. They have tournaments for it that you can watch on Twitch, and you can watch a lot of live streams for Dota on Twitch. But it's like Awesome Knots I talked about last week.
Yeah.
You got several towers to either defend or destroy. You have the option to go back to a shop at your base and upgrade your gear that you're wearing or your weapon or whatnot, and then go back out and keep fighting. So it's
So is it like an FPS then, or?
No, it's a top down. It's a top down game.
Okay.
It's it's free on Steam
Okay.
to download and play. So I'd like a lot of people in our community to at least check it out, and I'd like to form a 9 Nights Dota crew where we could all
Dota crew, huh?
play together. But that is all I played this week. So it's been slow with the holidays
Yeah.
creeping up on us.
Yeah. Holidays are, they're definitely sneaking up on us fast.
2 more days, buddy.
2 more days.
Well, we got a lot of site news to share, so you want to take a break here and we'll come back, and all this secret site news that we've been
bundling up.
That we've been complaining about for the last couple of podcasts, we can finally spill the beans on some of it.
Yeah, we'll spill the beans on a little bit of it.
All right, sounds good. We'll take a break right here, and we'll be right back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
We're back.
And it's time for your feature of the week.
Of the week.
Your feature being, what have you guys been keeping so secret? Well,
yeah.
Well, we're going to tell you some of it. Because it's close enough to the end of the year now that we can share some of this stuff.
What you talking about, Willis?
We have a new writer on the website.
That's what I heard.
And it's the Lonely Controller.
The loneliest of lonely controllers.
He'll be sharing his reviews with us, and we're glad to have him aboard.
Along with a few other things.
We're all basically part-time gamers with a full-time love for games. So
exactly.
The more part-time, full-time lovers we can get, the better. But he'll be joining us soon. Probably by the time you hear this, he may have his first review up on the site. So show some love to the Lonely Controller when you see him on the site and on the Facebook page.
Woo woo!
So that's announcement number 1.
Announcement number 1. Announcement number 2 is, did you guys fucking know that Costco sells funeral shit like caskets and stuff? I just fucking was on there and then caskets popped up and there's urns and that's pretty fucked up.
Okay. But you can get it at Costco everyday low prices instead of funeral home blown out of the water high prices.
Yeah, you can pay $949 for it in God's Care casket. It looks like a fucking cardboard box. Or you can go up to $2,600 with the Edward casket by Universal Standard Shipping.
Before we get
Hold on. You can compare them too to see which one's gonna be more comfortable.
Oh, you can take them for a test drive while you're...
You can take them for a test drive. Oh, this is messed up, man.
Well, before we get too far off topic, let me ask you this: the great end debate: will you be buried or will you be cremated?
I'm gonna be buried.
I'm gonna be cremated.
Screw that shit.
Well, why
I don't
not?
want to burn.
But you're not gonna feel it.
You never know.
I say harvest out of me whatever you can use for somebody else and just burn the
See,
rest.
I ain't doing that either.
There's no sense in tying up ground space. Just
Nobody's gonna want my alcohol-drenched organs. It's okay.
I told my wife, I said, pour my ashes somewhere pretty. Don't like pour me down the fucking toilet or
She's got to
something like
send a
that.
little bit of you to me so I can like do nasty, weird things to
I'll
it and
get
like dump it
sucked in
down
the
the toilet.
fans of your new computer and
Yeah, I'll have you circulating through my computer.
nice.
Yes,
Okay.
I'll put you in my water coolant circuit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, back to the topic at hand, which is
Yeah, sorry about that, guys.
site secrets.
Yeah, well, that was a secret
Yeah, well now everybody knows.
for Costco. That was their site secret.
Well, their secret's out.
Yep.
Hey, we're gonna add a forum to the website.
Forum.
That'll be coming in January.
Yep. I will be working on that and getting that ready to go. I hopefully will have it the first week and a half of January, but it probably won't be live till mid-January. We'll see. I don't know. It won't take me. I got to build the code for it and everything, so we'll see.
We're building quite a following on Facebook, and it's time to move that following to our actual website.
Yes.
And this will be your chance to rant, bitch, praise, whatever you want, right there
Make it your bitch.
on the forums at ninenights.net. Coming soon. Next on the list, there's a new podcast coming.
A new one.
We've been talking behind the scenes. We're not going to say just yet what it is. It is video game related, and it will be another podcast from your favorite nights. So that'll be coming mid to late January. So we'll talk about that a little more as the time as it gets closer. So last on the list that we're willing to share today, we had a contest all week last week on the Facebook page.
Yes, we did.
We gave away a different game every day, some being Steam, some being Xbox 360. We gave away a different game every day. Response was good. We picked up a lot of new likes, picked up a lot of new members to the website. So from here on out, there won't be any more contests on Facebook. So
no more.
So sorry. But
I'm so sorry.
But we will announce contests on Facebook, and you can cart your happy little ass right on over to ninenights.net to enter it.
Hell yeah.
All contests will be posted under the contest tab, and most of them, like the Facebook one, where it was more or less like this post for your chance to win. It'll be, hey, leave a comment on this for your chance to win, and then we'll pick.
You have to be registered to leave a comment, so
Exactly.
Don't forget to register before you leave a comment, because if you try to leave a comment, it's gonna tell you to register, and that's just not fun. It might be kind of fun for me, because I get on the backside, I get to see how many of you fuckers tried to comment without registering, because it gives me an error notice. So I get to look at this. It's kind of fun for me, not fun for you, because I can blast you on our podcast.
And that way, the prizes go to our hardest of hardcore fans. So the ones that are actually registered on our website.
Yes, and this news will also be posted on our Facebook for the next few weeks. And continuing on, letting you know that there's a contest going on our website, but we're not going to be posting what the contest is anymore on our Facebook.
Right. We'll announce that there's a contest, but to enter it, you'll have to do it from the website.
Yes, you will.
The current contest. This is another announcement. Peeps, don't be sad, but this is our last podcast for the year. We're going to take next Monday off to spend some time with our families. So the next scheduled podcast will be January the 6th. So I know you love your saying, but Hesser, what about the contest for the Xbox Live or the PlayStation Plus, the free year you're giving away? What about that? You said you'd announce it on the podcast on the 30th. Well, we will be issuing a quickie podcast on the 30th where we'll announce the winner of the giveaway contest. So there will be that, but it'll just be a quickie. So this will be our last podcast of the year.
Last podcast of the year. And actually, never mind.
Okay.
Sorry.
You were just kidding.
One too many.
Was there anything else site-wise we wanted to
We got
bulge today?
forums. We have the awesome Lonely Controller news, which I'm excited to hear
Me
about.
too.
And I had a great time sitting down and chatting with him. That was awesome to do that.
Yeah, you sat
Uh,
down with him the other day and had him sign his contracts in
yeah,
blood, and
exactly. Cut his hand open, paw print. It actually, what we did was we actually made one of those assassination letters that you get on Skyrim. We made one of those, but it was assassinating his soul for the Nine Knights.
he had to put the salt circle out, and he had to hold those crystals and do all that
Yep,
chanting, and
yep. We had to cut every finger so that it looked like a handprint on the paper, so I could get his actual fingerprints. It was pretty intense, but he lived through it. We're good to go, and we're super excited about what he's bringing to the table because it's actually a little bit of something that you and I don't hit on. So I'm pretty excited about that.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and he owns, from what I understand, what I've talked to him, he owns multiple consoles. He doesn't seem to have a
I,
specific favorite.
I'm trying to work on him on that. He might be going PC. Let's just say that.
But he most of all he enjoys gaming. So
Yes, he loves gaming. Portable devices are his handy, and he's a huge Zelda fan, so he's already got like 1,000,000 points in my book. So, and yeah, he actually let me try a link to the new Zelda game, A Link Between Worlds, and let me just throw this out there, Lonely Controller. I have been searching Craigslist for that game, and I will pick it up next time we see each other, and we can play it together. Even though it's not a co-op game, we're just gonna play right next to each other.
did he treat you like I treated my friends when I was younger, where he's like, now you can play the game, but you have to watch me play it first so you can see how to do it.
No, he didn't actually. He's like, man, I hope my 3DS has some power to it. He's like, it does, and he handed it over to me, and I got to play it, and it was awesome.
You say, gimme, 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 gimme.
I didn't even know what to say. I was just like,
All right, so features, new stuff, #1 sexy on the website. So things are changing, and we've kept a lot of it secret. There's still some more stuff that we haven't really talked about yet, but we've just been busting at the seams to be able to share everything. And this is a lot of stuff we've had going on in the background. So, signing blood deals and
we're part of the mafia now, basically. We're
right,
like the
right.
mafia of Nine Knights,
Exactly.
and you can't cross us without getting knighted. So.
But we're working on site improvements for our community. If there's something you'd like to see or something you don't like, podcast at ninenights.net and let us know.
Unless it's just like you just don't like us at all, just shove it up your ass.
Then just don't send anything. Why aren't you even on our website then? No more free games
exactly.
for you.
Exactly. Just email us and let us know that you don't like us, so we won't choose you as winners.
Exactly.
Just saying.
All right, that's our feature. Our feature being, hey,
The Lonely Controller.
we got site news. Here's some of the secrets we've been keeping. So we're going to take another break real fast, and we'll come back with emails, and we'll wrap this show up. So we will be right back. Ladies and gentlemen, we're back.
We're back!
And it's time for gaming news and emails and such. Gaming news. I know we've talked about them for the last 3 weeks, but things have gone just ball shit crazy for EA. They're getting sued now.
Yeah.
Or possibly getting sued.
Oh, there's a lawsuit out from some players that put a lawsuit out against them.
I've heard two different lawsuits. One being that they knew they shipped a game that was unplayable.
Yep.
B, that they're being sued because a lot of the head CEOs, whatnots, sold a bunch of their shares of stock before the game launched.
That explains why their EA stock went down in price when right before the game hit. I actually looked at purchasing some because I had good high hopes for it. I'm glad I didn't do that.
There was big talk there was talk from EA that they put out, I think it was on Twitter, maybe I'm wrong, or maybe it was during an interview that I read. They said that they were halting every other project to get Battlefield 4 fixed. And when they said that, the stocks dropped But then
Yep.
they were like, no, everything will be out on time. But we're
Yeah.
just
We're just gonna stop everything, but it'll still be released on time.
we're just gonna take a little break for a little bit.
Yeah.
EA's in a world of shit.
Yes,
And
they are.
and this comes after the whole SimCity debacle when that released, and they decided to make it online only, and the servers were down for the first 2 weeks, I think, for that.
Yeah, but we're going on past 2 weeks with this shit.
Right, right. And like I said, a couple shows ago, this affects it wasn't one console version specific. This is across PC, Xbox
I
One,
know
and
it
360.
really saddened me because I was really looking forward to buying it for the PC.
Right. Well, I was just looking forward to playing it, period. Maybe making the switch from Ghost, but now I haven't played either one of them except the demo beta for Battlefield, and that's all I've played.
I wonder if it's worse than the beta.
God, I don't know. That 360 beta was fucking garbage.
The PlayStation version wasn't too bad, but I still would like to know if it's worse. I would assume it's worse because it was still playable on the PlayStation.
Right. Well, it was playable. It just looked terrible on the texturing was god awful on the 360.
Huh.
All right. As far as other news, hey, consoles are selling. Hey, they're sold out here. Hey, they're not sold out here. And that's about it.
Check our website. I was actually talking to a Lonely Controller, and I think I'm going to take him up on his advice. Keep checking our website, and I will, when I hear that the Xbox One and PlayStation 4 are available on Amazon for purchase, not pre-order or back order, but when they're available for purchase, I will throw up the link to each one of them. That way, you can get the first purchase through our Amazon affiliate link.
And we will praise you like gods. All right, let's jump into emails. If you have an email for the podcast, it's podcast@ninenights.net. We put out the call on Facebook, usually on Fridays or so, saying, hey, you guys something for the podcast? Here's the post for it. Post it below. And our good buddy Andrew writes in.
Andrew.
On Facebook. And he asked, what's your favorite video game-based Christmas present?
Done.
Andrew's was the Sega Genesis with Mortal Kombat.
That's not a bad choice, but not as good as mine, Andrew.
I actually got my Sega for Easter one year.
Damn, that's a good Easter present.
I know. I don't know what got into my parents that year. I got that. I got the Genesis, and my brother got the Game Gear. Is that what the thing was called? The portable? The first one with like a color screen that Sega put out?
I believe so, yeah. I'm not maybe. I don't know. I never had a Sega console. I never really saw the point in having a Sega console.
Right. Well, they
didn't last very long.
I think at that point I wanted something besides. I think Sonic was the big draw then.
Yeah, that was. I mean, yeah, no, Sega. Yeah, I think it was called Sega Gear. I'm not positive though. But yeah, the Sonic handheld game was awesome. I'll give him that.
So, what was your favorite video game-based Christmas present?
Well, it was kind of a combo present, but it was my very first console, which would have been the Nintendo 64. Of course, it came with the love of my life, The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, which I believe was released in 95, 96. So I got it Christmas of 95 or 96. I think it was 96. I'm pretty positive. And so I got that with Legend of Zelda and Star Fox. Now, that was my best Christmas present. But the best part of the Christmas present, hands down, was The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time.
Nice.
Yes. And now I have shelves full of that stuff.
Of that Zelda crap.
Of that Zelda crap. And walls, too, with swords. And...
My favorite video game-based Christmas present was the year... Now, I know this has to be the same for a lot of gamers. Was the year that I opened the big box... And there was the Nintendo with the dual cart, Super Mario Brothers, and
nice.
Duck Hunt. I had the Zapper.
Nice.
And I spazzed like a little retard. I remember when I got that.
Yep.
Because that was the first console. Before that, it was Atari, and that was more or less my parents. And then the Nintendo was mine. That was my console.
Yep.
And I remember sticking the gun right up to the TV screen.
I think every kid did that. I swear, this makes me aim a lot better.
That's right. You can see the screen flash if you squint your eyes. You can see it flash black and white.
Yep.
So that was my favorite. I remember that was a good Christmas. That was my first console. So
nice.
And that started a long tradition after that.
Yep, my very first console would have been the Nintendo 64. And then I believe my very, very first console would have been the original Game Boy. Black and white Game Boy, the big fatty boy.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would have been my very first console. It had Tetris and the original Super Mario World, or Super Mario. And I played the crap out of Super Mario. I don't remember how many times I beat that game when I was young. Then the Nintendo 64, then the Game Boy Color. I got the Game Boy Color from my grandpa and grandma. That was awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, Pokemon.
Well, all right, let's wrap this thing up and get ready to take it. I know you're getting ready to go eat, and I've got a nice rotisserie chicken waiting on me. So
Ooh.
let's
Oh, hey, I'm going to get Chinese.
Hey, I've got an email address.
Not anymore, you don't.
Oh. Well, I used to have an email address at Hesser@ninenights.net. Say yours.
Oh, mine is darklegend@ninenights.net, and mine will always be there because I'm in control of that part.
Yeah. Yeah, if you got something for the show, podcast@ninenights.net, and we will read it.
That's still there.
That's still there. We'll read it on the show.
That's still there.
We got a Facebook page, facebook.com/ninenights.net.
Yep.
Does the link work on our page now?
I don't know, does it?
I don't know. Let me click it and see.
Yeah, let me see.
Beta testing. Page not found. Uh-oh.
What?
There's a link on our website that's getting fixed. Or just search 9 Nights.
Page not found. What the hell? Yeah,
Facebook.
just search 9 Nights on Facebook, and by the time you guys hear this, it'll be fixed because I'm fixing it right now.
We had a 404 error. Excuse us.
Oh, we had another 404. All right, guys, and we're moving on.
All right, we got a Twitter. I've been half-assing that, but we'll get back to it in January. On Twitter, we're at the 9 Nights. Google plus 9 Nights.
And we still don't have anything on there, but I swear I will get around to it someday.
For real people.
For real people. I've been putting it off, but you fuckers are going to make me do it.
We got a YouTube channel. The link is on our website under Contact Us. We're posting stuff, and now we're mortally terrified since they're stripping down video game reviews and footage. So we'll keep an eye on that, see what's going on, but we'll have something on there.
We will do something, guys.
That kind of pisses on some of our plans for 2014, but we'll keep an eye on all that and find out what's happening and give you all some fresh content. Hey, if you have Xbox, you have Xbox Live. I'm Hesser Almighty.
And if you have PlayStation Network, I am Dark Legend with 2 Ks. Also, you can search for us on Steam.
Yeah.
We are on Steam, and I have been mainly steaming it up over PlayStation lately. So if you're on Steam, add me. It is Dark Legend, I believe, with a Joker image. That, or it's the gamer lingo, which is D4RKL3G3ND. You should see a Joker on there. That's going to be switching in a few weeks over to the 9 Night Shield. But at the time of this podcast, it should be a Joker face.
All right, and mine is Hesser414 on Steam, and I think my picture is the 9 Nights logo. So search for Hesser414. Hey, bro.
Yeah.
Friend me. Let's play some Dota.
Yeah, let's do this stuff.
Get Dota Squad going on.
Dota.
But that's all I've got for this year. You good?
I'm thinking this year's wrapped up. We've got a beast of a computer over here. And I I think we have some great stuff coming in 2014. I think that's about it, man.
All right, so everybody tune in next week on Monday.
Next year. Tune in next year.
Well, Monday we got to do the...
Oh, yeah, crap. All right.
Monday the 30th, there'll be a quickie cast put up to announce the winner of the giveaway, which, by the way, there's not a lot of time left on our website under the contest tab. We're giving away 1 year of PlayStation Plus or Xbox Live Gold. You can enter by buying stuff through our Amazon link, which is under the Support Us tab on our website. Click the banner, bookmark that shit.
Bookmark that shit.
Buy your stuff from Amazon. Every $5 spent counts as one entry. Like our post on Facebook, retweet us on Twitter that I'm half-ass doing. Each one of those counts as one entry. The person with the most entries wins. And I vow to myself after this contest is over, I will never, ever, ever do another contest like that ever again.
By the way, our Facebook link works now. So go back to the contact us page, click on 9 Nights on Facebook, and it works.
I have a Google Doc absolutely slap full of tally votes of the likes and retweets and purchase amounts. And I've been every day or two I've had to update it. So I will never do a contest like this ever again. So unless you're gonna I recommend using Amazon, making a huge humongous purchase, because we're getting, there's only a week to go now. So go buy 4 consoles, and you'll still have a chance, because there's some people on here with some serious numbers already. But don't let that scare you. Spend big money. Well, all right, that's it for this show. Tune in next week for the Quickie Cast, where we'll announce the winner. That's all I've got for this year.
This year is wrapped.
We want to wish everybody a happy holiday, whatever you celebrate. Have a happy whatever.
Happy,
Happy
the thing.
Whatever it is, to stay politically correct.
Yep.
And that's it for the nights for this year. So we will see you guys in January. Thanks, everybody.
Stay safe.